Hello, and welcome to another episode of In Like Cyn. And today we are visiting with Jack Pullman in his puppet lab. Let's go to the puppet lab.
Please don't let me take your heart away. I can't guarantee that I can treat it okay. On the day that I met you, I was feeling so blue. You said you loved me true, so long as I could love you too. Every time I look into your shining eyes, I know I should not have lied. So before the circumstance and the hell sweet romance, I ask you, please don't let me take your heart away.
So when you get a client and you need to conceptualize the pieces that you're going to make, what kind of process do you go through with that?
They usually know a certain amount about my skill set and what I've done in the past. They know that they're not going to get like a Muppet style puppet or anything. No, let's see, I had to make some shadow puppets for a show in Long Beach a couple weeks. I really had no idea what it was going to look like behind the screen, basically. So they gave me this really elaborate storyline after Romeo and Juliet takes place. Hypothetically, that Romeo didn't die as well, that his poison was bunk, and he couldn't bring himself to kill himself again. And they just said they wanted something kind of between the Elizabethan and Victorian era. So I was looking a lot at these as a Balinese shadow puppet.
Cool.
That this guy made. Here we have a Japanese shadow puppet as well.
Very ornate.
Yeah, of course I didn't use colored buffalo hide, I just used cardboard. That style of really simplistic figures, I don't know if you can see.
Oh yeah.
They don't have a whole lot of range of movement. He kills himself. And so he's like an older Romeo. So we've got the young Romeo, which is closer to the Elizabethan style. He's a little more Victorian.
A little more Victorian.
So I work a lot for the theater, different theater companies, primarily the Rogue Artists Ensemble, on these shows that already have an aesthetic involved. A lot of them are trying to design within that aesthetic. I wish I had a good example. This is a bird that, from a show, I didn't make this, but I had to figure out how to make them more permanent and durable, and they wanted to kind of keep the cartoony aesthetic but add more of a folkloric, folk art feel to it. And I used this material, this paper clay, process of boiling newspaper, shredding newspaper, letting it soak, boiling it, and then mixing it with wood glue. And sturdy, and so I was plywood and kind of giving it a more of a relief feel, and then using more browns in the painting process. Working with the Rogues, I have an opportunity to work with a lot of great puppet builders in LA, part of a lot of members of the LA Guild of Puppetry. So I get to learn a lot of, like, you know, there's kinds of puppets that they don't even have names for yet, because they're, you know, innovating new ways to make lifelike movements and stuff. So, you know, how there's like marionettes and glove puppets and rod puppets and whatnot, but then there's other things they haven't come up with names for yet. Been working on this cat character for a while, starting over here. of paper clay, paper pulp, paper clay. And these I did back in North Carolina, Punch and Judy style. I did a Stagger Lee puppet show about the blues character Stagger Lee. Very similar to Punch in that he manages all of his displeasures with excessive violence. This is the guy. He basically sells his soul to the devil for this magic hat that he can, this magic Stetson. One of the legends about everything he shows up in, he's doomed to be shot. With stock characters of like Commedia dell'arte and how you can use the same characters to tell a whole range of stories. Cast a character, this is kind of a Sasquatch man, but he's like a wise man of the woods. The spaceman, of course. This is the devil's grandmother. She doesn't have any clothes yet. Princess character. Kind of one of the gods and like a space-time space alien. Muerte, a Jedi figure. I'm not even sure what's his deal yet. I just finished him. And the sun. And toying around with the moving mouth puppets. The alligator's an important character in the Punch and Judy world. Paper pulp. It's a different process though. He's got wood, plywood boards for the mouth, and then I built up around on top of it with foam, and then macheted over that, and then sculpted with the pulp on top of that. And these are just foam. They can't actually do any harm. And this is Clovis I did for a show, fundraiser show, singing cowboy act, and I was harmonizing with the buzzard. Someone else was actually operating him, so I was singing and dancing and playing the banjo for a puppet company. It was called Feed the Puppets Fundraiser, so as the singing cowboy, I came in all heartbroken. I couldn't keep a gal if it would save my life, and then my buzzard buddy comes in and he's trying to console me and talking shit about the girl and convinces me that I shouldn't need a lady anymore. I should just go with puppets.
So you said you've been working on all these cast of characters. Do you have like an end? Like, have you written a puppet show that you're gonna put them all in, or?
Yeah. Well, they're theoretically available for any show that I might need. So here we've got the witch and the football player.
So you've been also doing some little puppet movies, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about those a little, like, without giving us anything away that shouldn't be given away yet.
I'm a big amateur folklorist is what one of my professors said I should say, because I was having trouble putting it into words. But yeah, and like specifically American folklore, the stories that are all diluted stories from all around the world that come through, since we're really like a mutt country, a timelessness. I usually have many projects going at the same time, so it's kind of a bit of a dead zone, but I am editing a music video, which is a puppet allegory, timeless tale about finding what is important and transcending earthly lures, and then ultimately charging through space on a rocket ship. Evolution Vic, I'm making all of these, since she does have this a cosmic sensibility of even though her music isn't overtly about space travel, there's a feeling of it. So she commissioned all of these bolo ties for merch for her concerts. This guy has been in the works for a couple of months. I do like a thing or two on him every now and again. Slowly he's coming together. Yeah, that's the
Like this is more like classic paper mache.
yeah.
And then this is what you call like
This is the pulp. Yeah.
Yeah.
All sorts of things to give out. They basically the assignment or the clue they had for the design was a Dick Tracy villain. Making things with things that aren't normally made into wearable objects. This was another commission. Kafka trying to, through various occult means, learn to make his bed fly. Superhero thing. Yeah. It's real good.
Oh, cool. So she wears this on stage when she's performing music?
Yeah.
That's a totally cool cape, though.
Yeah. Traffic cones, wings and tail.
If there's one thing that I know for sure, Polderado will all the rain. The girls are sweet on every shore, but not as sweet as my love is. Polderado.
So she had the whole superhero thing going on, and we're her like robot army.
And then you have a little bit of a second creative skill, and that's music, right? So we're gonna listen to a little bit of Jack's music. He's gonna play the banjo for us, and here we go.
Well, I thought I'd tell you if you didn't know. I traveled through the ice, wind, and snow. No matter which way the wind will blow, wherever you are is where I wanna go. I get up on that plane, I'd be in your arms. Well, I'd be in your arms. Well, I'd be in your arms. Come on, Yana.
Woo!
Thank you very much.
Thanks for inviting me into your puppet lab, Jack, and getting an insight into your creative genius. Join me every Thursday for a new In Like Cyn. Hey everybody, thanks for watching the video. Subscribe. All the social media links are here down below. Click subscribe. Look for a new In Like Cyn every Thursday.